here, and we have a different topic than I got up here. Let me change our topic today. We have an interesting topic. We have, let me type it up here. Why $1,000,000 businesses are fast. All right. And that's it. Beautiful, gorgeous. Let's go ahead and put that in the captions here where you can see it. How are you this morning? Good morning to you. Marlon Sanders here. Today we're doing why $1,000,000 businesses are fast. So I'm going to explain what I mean by this because I think it's pretty significant. There we go. That's actually not what I want. Why $1,000,000 businesses are fast. There we go. Beautiful, gorgeous. So here's the thing about this. Good morning to you, by the way. If you're watching this live, type live. You watch on a replay, type replay. $1,000,000 businesses are fast. Let me explain. The other day, I was watching a webinar pitch by a guy teaching you to write a book. Now, there are 1,000,001 write a book offers with me. Type in comments if you've seen one and agree with that there are 1,000,001 offers about create your book, write your book, whatever, right? I mean, there's lots of stuff on Amazon about it. There's lots of webinars and courses and people that will help you with it and coaching programs. But the one I was looking at was a $1,000,000 pitch, a $1,000,000 offer for write your book fast. A $1,000,000 offer for write your book fast. Now, the thing that separated this offer from all the others was really simple. The others were kind of slow. This one was in 10 minutes a day, 5 hours total, you could write your book. In 10 minutes a day, at 5 hours total, you could write your book. And I mean, you're thinking, well, I have 10 minutes a day. Would you type in chat if you would agree with me on that? That you hear that and you think, oh, I could do 10 minutes a day. Would you agree with me on that? That you could do 10 minutes a day? That is fast. You're like, wow, just 10 minutes a day and I can have my own book? So $1,000,000 offers are fast, right? $1,000,000 offers are fast. This same guy had another $1,000,000 offer. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was also like along the lines of, have your own course in 14 days. Now, there's a lot of people that do create your own course and so forth. But this one, wow, 14 days, I could have my own course. That's pretty enticing, wouldn't you say? Have your own course in 14 days. So speed is an element of this, and then ease. He would give you templates and different things so that you could have your own course. Or on the book thing, he gave you like the outline to write your book in, the outline for each chapter. Very, very simple, easy. And the same thing, create your own course in 14 days. It was like, okay, I'm going to give you the web page template. I'm going to give you this and that. And boom, 14 days, you're going to be done. And not only that, but you're going to be able to sell your course. Begin selling your course in 14 days, because a lot of them only teach you to create the course, but they don't give you anything to sell it. They don't teach you how to do the webinar to sell. He was not only doing create your course, but also showing you how to do the webinar or the presentation to sell it. Can you see the difference in that? I should be able to see your comments over here in chat. Now, I don't know if I can on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, give me a shout out. If you're on Twitter, watching this on Twitter, give me a shout out in the comments so I can see if I can see your chat. I should be able to see your chat. Let's put comments up here. I can put comments up here. All right. So this is huge. This is a really let me give you another one. This is like the best example for those of you who stuck. And by the way, give me a shout out in comments if you're here. And I'm going to bring up my Facebook group over here on the side just so I can make sure I see your comments. But this next example is the best. This next example is just killer. Let me find it over. Let me get our group going over here where I just want to make sure I can see your comments. All right. I'm pulling it up on my second screen over here, guys. Wait a second. All right. So here's our stream now. Let's see. All right. I see a thumbs up from Carl. All right, so I see you, David, and I see here you, Roger. For some reason, I didn't see your comment. I should have seen your chat. Okay, no, I see your chat over here. All right. There's a comment. There's a comment. All right. All right, so here's the example that's mind-boggling. David, you'll appreciate this. Roger, you'll appreciate this. Here's the example. A lot of people today are teaching omnipresent. Do content, be omnipresent. YouTube, just like I'm doing now, right? LinkedIn. But they're also like, oh, and you need to do YouTube videos, and you need to do a podcast, and you need to do a blog, and broadcast, and not just videos, but also social posts, image posts and my memes on all these different platforms. And you're like, this is just freaking overwhelming. This is just, do you feel that way? Do you feel that's a little bit overwhelming to have to do a podcast, a blog, YouTube videos, live streaming videos, and memes? You're like, good God. So here's what this guy did. Now, his name is Ken Dunn. I like to always reveal my sources. I thought this was brilliant. So Ken comes in and says, listen, I'm going to teach you and he gave it a name. So lesson 1 out of this is name your system. His auto content loop. That's his name. You're like, wow. It's not just sticking content in play. It's an auto content loop. I think that's clever as heck, personally. Second of all, he has trained up a VA, virtual assistant. He's already got the virtual assistants trained. Now listen to this pitch. Listen, for $275 a month, the VA will do all of that for your content for you. You just record a couple videos a week, and they do everything else. They get the quotes, they make the memes, they publish it all over the place. They do everything. And not only that, for your $275, they also help onboard new customers and clients. If that's not a jaw-dropping, fast, $1 million offer, I don't know what is. That's a $1 million offer right there. I mean, holy smokes. $275, and all of that's going to be done for me. All I got to do is record a couple short 10-minute videos a week. Are you serious? And they're going to onboard new customers and help set them up for a sales appointment for the back end. You're just like, holy smokes. That's amazing, right? Now, kind of like the catch is you have to buy his course. Or coaching or course or something to get access to the virtual assistants. I don't remember which course or thing it is. I think it's probably authorityfactor.info if you're interested. I'm just trying to point out that this element of speed, wow, and ease. I mean, with the virtual assistant, it's not so much, well, it's speed because you don't got to do all that yourself. They're going to do it for you. And ease, I mean, you're like, I only got to record 2 10-minute videos. And the book, I only got to do 10 minutes a day and I got a book. And these are some really incredible offers, right? These are some really, really neat, incredible offers. So good morning to you all. If you're on the live stream, give me a shout out. Let me know. If you're seeing it on LinkedIn, let me know. If you're seeing it over on my Facebook page, let me know. If you're seeing it on Twitter, let me know. If you're not seeing it on Twitter and you're not seeing it on LinkedIn, let me know. Wait, that might not work. All right. So, the message this morning, Roger, the message this morning, David, let's see who else is on. I don't know who else is here this morning. We got a few more on the live stream. The message, though, is speed. Wow. Now, I think back to a couple of my offers. One of my webinar offers that did really well was Produce Promote, because you could produce and promote your own product in a $27 product in 4 weeks. Not on Twitter or LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn, but very little Twitter. I'm watching on the Facebook group. Yeah. Oh, good morning, Tom. So we're talking about speed in terms of offers, Tom. You want to actually go back and listen to this live stream. It's really good. It's very, very insightful to me. So I was thinking my Produce Promote did well because it was Produce Promote a product in 4 weeks. So that's a defined and fairly fast result, right? And then another one, I had another, trying to think of one of the others. Like, okay, so I sold a lot of my Cash Like Clockwork system, cashlikeClockwork.com, but I don't think it's as good as an offer. And the reason is because it doesn't say set this specific thing up in 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 12 weeks. It's just a bundle of my courses, right? But it doesn't have like a defined end result and a time period you can do it in. So I think that's a pretty significant difference. Hey, Carl, how are you? Carl says, I'm watching from the Facebook group. All right. Cool. Tom's here. Carl's here. So the message there, Carl, is speed, right? Speed and ease. Like how many of you would write a book if you could do it in 10 minutes a day and it was only a total of 5 hours? How many of you would write a book? You'd be like, well, I don't have time to write a book. Well, yeah, but it's 10 minutes a day. Would you be like, you know what? I think I can get 10 minutes a day. David is like, absolutely. Carl, Roger, Tom, would you write a book if you could do it in 10 minutes a day? You only have to do 10 minutes a day. Total of 5 hours. Book's done. By the way, that's a reasonable. It's only a $300 course, I think, by Ken Dunn. It's his. If you just search his YouTube for "write book" or something like that, you will find it. I think that's a heck of an offer. 10 minutes a day, and I have my own book. Let's see. Somebody else said, Roger said, Sherwood, my first one took most of a year. Yeah, that's normal, Roger. That's normal. And the guy who did this, that co-created this program with Ken, they're very, very, very successful in this. I just think it's an interesting proposition. I do it, but I'm also skeptical that it would be any good. Well, yeah, you have to go hear the thing, Carl. The pitch is, I mean, the guy who partners with him, the guy's books are all bestsellers. The guy's books are all bestsellers. The great book, they're all bestsellers. So it's I think it's a really cool system, but their product is not the point, although I think he has a great product. I have no doubt in my mind that it's a killer product, right? Because this is different from the speak out the book and have it transcribed. This is not a speak out the book and have it transcribed method. This is a different method. Yeah, Alana, I don't know if you heard the beginning of this, but let me just kind of recap for those of you who popped on. So Ken Dunn has several offers. One of them is the social media, where you only record 2 videos a week. He has a virtual assistant that you can get for $275 a month, who will cut out, segment, have the video transcribed, cut out text, and then create memes on that and post it for you on Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram. They will take the video and upload it for you to Instagram and everywhere else, YouTube and everywhere else, right? They'll do all the social media posting for you. All you do is 2 videos a week, and that's it. They do everything else, and they onboard new clients for you, all for $275 a month. That's $1 million offer. That is a slam dunk speed offer, because the idea that you have to do not only video on all these platforms, and plus a podcast. They create the podcast for you because they rip the audio and they get it transcribed and they put it on the blog for you. All of that, plus posting it to the different social media. They're $275 a month. Can you see that that's just a killer offer? Now, the catch to that, I believe, is you have to buy like his coaching program. I don't know how much you actually have to spend to get access to his trained VAs. Still, killer offer, right? Killer offer. Tom says, my first book was written and self-published in 30 days. The other books I wrote and published, I took my time. All right, interesting, Tom. Interesting. All right. Then he has another one, another offer that will emphasize the speed. What, of course, was the book. Write your book in 10 minutes a day. Killer offer for speed. And then the create your own course in 14 days. Now, a lot of people do create your own course, but he doesn't just do create your own course, but it's create your own course and the webinar to sell it and know how to get some traffic to it, all in 14 days. All right. And by the way, on that one with the virtual assistant and the content, he gave it the most clever name in the world, called the auto content loop. In fact, you can type Google auto content loop Ken Dunn and you'll find it, right? I think that's a freaking clever name, right? That name is a really, to me, super duper name. And so you got to look at your products and say, okay, did I give this a name that's like got a wow factor to it that really makes it feel unique, right? Like he calls his system for publish your product, your course in 14 days. He calls that the authority factor or authority factory. One of the two, I forget which, authority factor or authority factory, not create your course in 14 days. Because create your course in 14 days, that's like the tagline, but the big title is the authority factor. It's like, wow, right? And so the naming of your course is important, but then I love how he designs the offers for speed. I'm going to tell you one other. He had a lead magnet that got like 400,000 opt-ins or 300,000. I'm not big on the exact numbers, right? But listen to this. Listen to this for a lead magnet. Get 100,000 likes or followers, whatever, on your Facebook page in 100 days. I think that was the title of it, right? And he got like literally something like 300,000 opt-ins. I forget the number. And then like 25,000 of them or some number like that bought the upsell was a little $7 mini course on videos on how to do it. The freebie was a 25-page report. The upsell was like a $7 video series, and he sold like 25,000 of those off of the opt-ins. How scalable is Dunn's offer? joining with a Kona coffee in hand. Yeah, I am a coffee person. What do you mean how scalable is Dunn's offer? He's got like $3 million a year offers, David. Is that scalable enough for you, or do you need more? I actually don't know. I'm being a smart Alec. I don't know what your question. How scalable is Dunn's? Which offer, David? He's got like the 100,000 in 100 days for your Facebook group. He's got the authority factor course in 14 days. He's got the write your book in 10 minutes a day. These are all $1 million years offer, and not 1 year. I mean, like every year they do $1 million, right? Every year they do $1 million. All right. David Perdue says 275, 200. My brain is not working good here, David. So 200. Oh, $275 with the VA. How scalable is it? Well, as far as the content, you do 2 videos a week, 2 or 3 videos a week, and they do it all, put it on the social media, everything. For the onboarding, I'm sure there's going to be a limit to that, and I don't know. Like, I didn't buy the program, so I don't have all the nitty-gritty details on the VA, right? The monthly, the VA monthly. Yeah, I mean, as far as the content, that's all going to be done. The content distribution. You do 2 videos a week, boom, that's all going to be done, right? As far as onboarding, it's $275 a month. As far as the onboarding, Ken trains them for you. They're already pre-trained, right? As far as the onboarding, I'm sure they can only handle a limited number of customers. So Tom Bice shared, let me see if Tom Bice shared this URL. Ken owes me money for doing this. KenDunn.com/KD home page with the number 2. KenDunn.com/KD home page 2. Let's look at that one. Let me look at that and see if that tells there's the link. You notice how I share someone's link, and how many other like marketers would actually show you the person's web? This is not an affiliate link. Tom Bice just shared this. Let me look at the link here and see what it says. KD homepage. If you like this kind of thing, we really need to be on our fast track, because this is what we do. Oh, that's the Accelerate 365. He's got, I think, another program that's not as expensive, which is right. I think maybe it comes with the authority factor. I don't know. I don't know all of his programs. I'm not the Ken Dunn expert, but I did love the offers, because they showed the speed. And let me just talk about a couple offers that I had that didn't have good speed to them. Let me see if I can think of a couple webinar pitches I did. So, speed or ease. I think I've done a couple webinar pitches where, like, the one that really comes to my mind is I have a product called Amazing Formula Reloaded. It's Amazing Formula Home Study Course. Great product. I spent like 6 months or a year creating it. It was a hard seller. And let me explain why. It's teaching you the amazing formula in tons more depth than the book did. I thought it would be like, just to me, like, that's a no-brainer, instant seller, right? The problem with that pitch, I got to rework the pitch and the offer. Who here knows the problem with that pitch, right? Like, I don't even know it. Let me see if I can find the headline of it. And you can tell me the problem with the pitch. I already know the problem with the pitch. I mean, it sold, but it just didn't sell like what I envisioned, right? Let me see if I can find the sales page here for it. I don't know if I can remember the sales page or not. Probably not. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see it right now. But anyway, here's the problem with the pitch. Let me see if anybody guessed it. Let me see if anybody guessed it. All right. All right. So here's the problem with the pitch is let me get all my comments up here. Facebook is annoying. It's like it's only showing me comment highlights. It's not showing me all the comments. All right, Facebook, what do I have to do to get you to show all the freaking comments? Show all 18 of them. I'm like looking over here at my second screen, and you know, it like without your permission, it'll just show you the highlight comments, not all the comments. All right, great. I can't see all the comments. That's all right. I don't see anybody guessed on it. Let me just tell you the problem. Amazing Further Reloaded is going to teach you all this stuff about the amazing form. There's no defined end result in a period of time. That's the problem. Do you see that? Do you get that? Do you understand that? It's like, okay, well, you're going to learn the amazing formula, which is great, but it's not like I get a book in 10 minutes a day. It's not like I get a course in 14 days. It's not like that all of a sudden I'm everywhere on social media for $275 a month. Right? So that's my insight into it. Is like the fast, the speed, the time, the limit, right? All right. Questions or comments on this? Any questions, any comments on it? I'll see if I can see the comments here. I don't know if I can see all the comments or not, guys. I should be able to see them, though, over here on my chat. All right. Questions or comments? Happy to take a look at the offer product and give you some ideas for a different way to position it. All right, fair enough. Let me see who said that. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I know how to reposition it, Chris, to be quite honest. But yeah, I can always use ideas. It's just that what I'm trying to do here is illustrate the importance of speed. It's like, I just didn't design the offer for speed. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I wasn't thinking of that. Once you go, okay, I need to get people a fast defined end result. You can probably come up with that. Right? But if you don't think about that at the outset, then you don't come up with it. Somebody says fast, easy, automatic is the magic formula. Yeah, that's really what we're saying here. Any offer can be turned into something that delivers a fast result for you. And I don't know if you've been on the live stream the whole time or not, Chris. You want to go back and listen. I give you a bunch of examples from some offers, $1 million offers that Ken Dunn did, that are just killer examples of how to turn something into a speed offer that gets you a fast result. I mean, his best one to me, the 10 minutes a day, write a book in 10 minutes a day, total of 5 hours is a killer offer. And have all of the auto content loop, have all of your social media, podcasts, blog, YouTube videos, memes on all social platforms, videos on all social platforms. VA does everything for you, $275 a month. All you do is record a couple of 2 10-minute videos a week. That is a drop dead fast killer offer. Unbelievable. Knock it out of the ballpark, right? The 10 minutes a day is $1 million offer also. And then I think he has done $1 million a year on the course in 14 days, what he calls the authority. I think it's called the Authority Factor.info or Authority Factory, one of those, right? Now y'all can who here could think of a really fast offer that you think is great? Type it in comments. Who here could think of a really fast offer that you saw? How are you promoting it as an episode of Standard Amazing Formula? Let's see here. Oh, I just emailed it to my list. This was back about 3 years ago, Chris. and it sold. But at the time, I wasn't thinking of you see and understand things in retrospect, right? So in retrospect, looking back, I'm like, okay, I didn't have the element of speed, right?
I gotta go, honey.
Okay, baby. Bye, honey. Come say hi to everybody on my live stream. It's my wife. Okay, have a good time, baby. So it's the element of speed. Looking back, I see that. But you will have offers that in the moment don't sell as well as you think they should, and you won't know why. Looking back, it will be crystal. Who else here? Who here has another offer has an example of an offer that gave you speed? That's just that's a great selling offer. Not necessarily your own, just an offer you've seen and you're launch a course in 2 hours. Yeah, I did how to create your own product in 2 hours. That was back in 1997. That was like one of my first info products, right? Let's see here. Yeah, but Alana says, launch a course in 2 hours. I did launch a product in 2 hours, but not a whole course. No, launch a course in 2 hours. That's pretty fast. I did create your own product in 2 hours and sold a lot of that product. Sold really well. Who else? What's an example of something that gives you speed? Anyone? Oh, his 100. Let me see if I can find the actual title of this. Ken Dunn, 100,000 Facebook followers in 100 days. Yeah, 100,000 fans in 100 days. Let me see if I got the headline here. Oh, crap. See if I have it here. Anyway, that was the essence of it. It was like 100,000 Facebook fans or followers in 100 days, something like that. It's another huge speed claim, right? Somebody says Kern's $500 offer for them to create your Facebook ad has speed as implied benefit, since you are not having to. Yeah, that is very true. And I'll tell you what, Frank really nails this a lot of times. I've seen Frank nail this a lot. He gets that element. He often gets that element of speed in there, right? All right, guys, we probably deep dived enough on this. Let me see if there's any more comments here I need to read. Yeah. Double your reading speed in 4 hours, Carl says. Yeah, that would be a big one. So anyway, this is all I want you to think about your offers. What is your element of speed? Right? What is your element of speed? Now, I think it has to be believable. There's going to be this line between, is it believable? Like Carl said about the book, write a book in 10 minutes a day. Is the book going to be any good? As it turns out, again, the guy's got like 4 best-selling books. He's a huge book author, actually. So it's legit, but I think it's got to be a believable promise, and achievable. It's got to be a real, like his 100,000 followers in 100 days. You can actually do that because he's using engagements ads that are really, really cheap, right? All right, guys. I hope this just gives you some insight, makes you think about your own offers, makes you think, okay, did I add the element of speed? Did I make it easy for people? Did I make it fast for people? Right? Now, TJ Rowleader, this is just another way of spinning what I talked about with TJ Rowleader before. TJ talks about that, serve it up bigger. What does he say? Bigger, faster. He's got another one in there. He's got a 3, bigger, faster, and something else, right? But it's so true. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. I hope this gave you some ideas. And again, if you got any ideas out of it, type your takeaways in comments. Let me hear from you. If you got value out of this live stream, tell some of your friends that they need to get in our Facebook group and tell them about our live streams. And you all have a great day and appreciate